This is MC Take, and this is my take. Charles Ramsey, hero with a Big Mac, kicks out the bottom of a screen door, rescuing, in his own words, 3 white women and a white little girl who were subject to bondage, slavery, and sex for nearly 10 years at the hands of a sexual deviant who's gonna have his insides beat out just like he was beating them out, if you understand what I'm saying. 13 restaurants have honored Charles Ramsey with a lifetime card that can be punched anytime that he wants a burger. Hopefully some fries and a milkshake or some kind of soda pop. You know what I mean? What about Mickey D's? Here's a suggestion. Just my take. Mickey D's should hire Charles Ramsey to be a spokesperson for McDonald's. They should get a script writer to write the script straight and let Charles Ramsey add his unique Cleveland, Ohio flavor so that it won't be buffoonery, but just straight up him reading off of a straight script, memorizing it, and making it happen. And watch their sales of Big Macs soar even higher than they are already. This is MC Take, and that's my take.
I can't sing, but I got a humming ministry. This your girl Ruth LaEntré, and you're watching Black on Purpose Television.
This is Crazy D, film dude, filmmaker at work. Crazy D for short. Listen, you're watching L.I.V.E, Lordland Intellectual Vibe Electric channel on Bob TV. Listen, viewer discretion is always advised because this is grown folks channel.
Call me here for what purpose? I don't know. I want you to repent for your sins. What can he know? Nothing. It just happened. He's a lying bitch. I'll play it cool to see. We all have sins, preacher man.
But we're here for yours.
Look at what game you play. Or portray. With that fake ass collar you wear. I'm not here to play with you though. I don't want to have to murder a preacher, but I sure will. Got the best of this one. But he who laughs, laughs, right?
Black Ice Chronicles Master. This is Crazy D. I'm standing on Sunset in Hollywood. Right across the street from me is Amoeba Music. The Black Ice Chronicles Females and the Shifter DVDs are selling here now. Pick up your copy right here in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard at Amoeba Music. This is Crazy D. I'm standing inside of Sight and Sound Center on North MLK Boulevard in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's right. And when you wanna get the Black Ice Chronicles DVD titles, you know it's only one place in Las Vegas where you can get it. Right here in Sight and Sound Center at 1000 North MLK Boulevard in Las Vegas. You're watching The Crazy D Show. Hello everybody, I'm Crazon Dion. I write, produce, direct the Black Ice Chronicles web series. But here, I'm here to just act. So I'm looking for team leaders who are looking for someone who can give more than 1,000 different faces. Let me tell you a little bit about the Black Ice Chronicles. The Black Ice Chronicles, think of Ice Cube's barbershop meets Crazy D's CD shop. It's about a man who opens up a CD shop. 15 years pass and he reminisces over the crazy situations and the various cast of characters that patronized him over the years. That's what my web series is about. I have 3 shorts that came out that are streaming now. I have my bio as well as my headshot. So any team leaders, can get with you, we can have a good time. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm excited.
Awesome, man. And where can we see your web series at?
You can go to Lordland Online. That's Lordland Online, not landlord, because people hate their landlord, but everybody loves the Lord. Lordlandonline.com.
All right, it's good branding there.
We're going to go through what we have so far, and then we'll all start buttoning it up, getting it nice and tight, and then we'll figure out what's going on.
What's the genre?
We have crime, gangster.
Just
Okay.
think about
So
like
we're
an
going
ex-girlfriend and then all this.
So
I get a text, hey, how are you? I'm like,
heads up, there's our crime
who's
boss.
this number?
Oh, okay.
There's our crime boss.
Oh, really? It's just like, it's, yes,
What's
drinks, you know, you
what's
start-
the line of
so I'm
dialogue?
like, who is this?
Line of dialogue, just so everybody knows, is, can you tell me what just happened?
Okay. And what's the problem?
Banana.
I was gonna go get it and show everybody. It's a banana. The prop is a banana.
Sorry.
Now, since we're trying to go a very serious, intense route with this, I want to try to go very dramatic with everything. We might squeeze a comedic line here or there, but the banana's probably most likely going to be part of somebody's death.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I like that.
Our character needs to be okay. It's he or she, Phil or Phyllis Santos, and they need to be an efficiency expert. Can really be efficient in anything. So ours is going to be a killer. Called the efficiency expert.
Yeah, he's known. Basically, his last known alias, because the name has to be Phil Santos, right? So his last known alias is Phil Santos, but they call him, on the street, they know him as the efficiency expert because he's so good at what he does. Like there's like basically this mob boss lady, she's tied to more than 30 murders, and everyone knows that she did it. Right? Actually, he did it, the Phil guy, right? But she paid him off to do it. But he's so good at what he does that they can't tie anything to him. I like his ideas though. He gave me some ideas for the conference. I like that. It's good stuff.
I'm here to just act.
Okay, how much time does everybody have tonight or overnight?
I'm here. I told you.
I'm
As
here.
much as you needed.
You know,
As much as you needed.
it's just a matter of running to Henderson and back.
Just learn the lines tonight.
Okay. Here's
Once you
what I
write
want to say.
them.
I want to say what time is it now?
I mean, it's not
It's
too
10
hard to
o'clock.
go.
I would say
Meet up at midnight.
at midnight. Okay, I wanna have the script polished up by midnight. It'll give you enough time to get home, get clothes, give us enough time to figure out, wardrobe and locations where we're gonna start.
I have a nice thing that I wear with a tie underneath. So I have a pullover that I'll put a tie in a shirt. And anyone's tie or shirt that they have, if I can borrow it, that'd work.
Yeah, he should be more flashy than me because I'm just there to kill the dude.
There you go.
You know,
If anything,
We don't
We
even
need
see
to
you.
very-
right? You're not even gonna see like clothes or whatever. So I
no,
mean,
you mainly gonna be a back view.
a back view,
Yeah,
or
or
a
side,
If
you
you
don't
look at,
really
like,
see.
long
feet
sleeve.
down there,
Yeah.
they don't
You
like-
want cuffed
not just
shirts
like
or?
No, but see, they can't see your chest or they can't see from.
Right, but what do you want me to
Because
wear?
otherwise
No,
they're
but if
gonna
he
know
wears
it's
a
you.
back view, you can tell. You know, like there's just gonna be a side like from here only, like halfway, you know, or anything. We could always shade it in.
Just,
Do you have a
midsection,
black
'cause
button-up
it'll be-
shirt, or do you have any grab on riches?
Might have to grab a black button up. I might have.
I got black button-up and black pants from Rich.
Well, I got black button ups because I want to wear black pants and the gold lame Elvis. I got black slacks and black shirt. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
If
that
anything, when you wear your tie thing, you can mess it up a
do you
little
have
bit
black
and grab a
gloves?
little bit
Like
of baking
driver
soda,
gloves or
make it look like
something?
you waste your money on drugs instead of
like leather gloves?
I just
do a
I
bunch
just
of coke
sold
and
my
stuff,
Harley
you
and I
know?
gave my brother all my
you'd be
leather.
all messed up, like high. You're like, if anything, I can maybe I'll write that in that your character is high and he's just mad, you know, at the mom, you know, so.
Black Ice Chronicles Massive. This is Crazy D. I'm standing in the world famous VIP Records at 1020 East Pacific Highway in Long Beach, California. It is the place for you to pick up the Black Ice Chronicles Females DVD and the Black Ice Chronicles The Shifter DVD. Come in today, pick them up, you will be entertained. The Black Ice Chronicles.
I don't know yet because the thing is, we had to pack it up and leave. But yeah, he says he's not feeling it, but I don't know. I think we should do a take of each one, and then we decide later which one to do. Honestly, I think we should do it.
That particular movie I went to, I went to see it with one of my friends.
Beautiful spot.
You need to brush your hair back. Look at that.
Okay. His face isn't even gonna be in it. I'm just gonna be neck down.
No face.
He's not even gonna have any like hair, like
Just
like
enough.
No, his face is not
Just
seen.
enough
What about
to
the
get
back
to
of his
normal
head?
height. Right. So try. I mean,
There will be
you try to lean
scenes
back,
where you see.
but
What about the back of
pull
his
his
head?
head back. Just
There will be
like
scenes where you see like the back like that.
Because I gotta squat a little bit because if I stand up on it, I'm pulling his
Oh
head
yes,
up.
yes, yes.
Because I'm tall.
Ready? Go.
Ready, set,
Action.
Here we go. Hello, James.
Hey, Ma.
You know why I'm here.
Yeah, I know. And I don't have your money.
And that's when you look at him. Alright. You're lying.
So cruel.
Say it again. Say it again. 550.
Don't take it until I tell you to take it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So right now because this is up, we're just running it. So mock take it. Okay. Set it down. He sets it down. When it hits that table, you walk in. I want you to kind of lounge back. You're drunk and wasted. Maybe you're playing with his hair, whatever.
Hello, James.
Hold on. Be completely sat down before you say it. I want you to sit down, get comfy.
Hello, James.
Hey, Ma.
You know why I'm here?
Yeah, I know. I don't have your money. So heartless, Ma.
Face looking
So
so
then you're gonna be,
when you come down, because I need to come into a real close up. The banana dripping on your mouth and his foot walking away.
because I'll go as far as here and I'm letting go of you.
Well, you want the camera to see you. You're good.
That was an accident.
It's okay. I'm just giving you, and just in general, as an actor,
Yep.
unless you're told not to, you want to face the camera.
Okay.
Okay, if you're an actor, you want people to see your face, you know what I mean? You want that spotlight on you. So if you fall, that's why crying like this is always bad. That's why, if you fall down, you don't fall away from everything, you fall towards it. And so we see it. getting FaceTime.
Got it.
I want to cut to your face, so if you fall toward, my shot's already gonna be over here, like seeing you. So if I see you fall away, I have to somehow try to figure out how to explain, one, the light isn't on your face anymore. Two, I'm still trying to show your face, you know. So just stick where the camera's already on this side, and it's going to fall. You don't actually doing it, but you're facing that direction.
Okay.
Okay?
The camera.
Once you have them in the lock,
Just bring in the lock.
you
and
start
just
sliding,
stuff
and
it.
that's going to be it.
Okay.
We still got to get this timing down. Remember what you're doing. Okay.
You're watching the Crazy D Show. This is the writer
After
of the 48-hour project that we're doing. It doesn't have a name yet, but I played Crime Lord 1, and I say,
yeah, that's why I'm drinking the diet soda. It ain't that little teaspoon of sugar.
50%.
That's
cool.
fun.
Man, I get the whole 50%. I don't have to share it with nobody.
Oh yeah.
All right. So,
drink
so we're gonna
Get in world
get this
exclusive right
underway.
here.
Tell them who you are. This is G Bass.
Yes,
he
G-Bass,
is the writer.
George Elias, boring name. But yeah, I'm the writer standing here with D. As you can see, this man's ready to roll. He's ready to do this here. And yeah, just hoping you guys like this 48-hour film festival. Currently untitled, but we'll have a title, don't worry. Director Joseph Nizik, but he's busy at the moment. So behind the scenes right here. So
You saw the banana.
yeah.
You saw all that. So today you'll be seeing behind the scenes of my scene. This is the director.
Hey.
Remember the name.
Joe.
But when he always sits there and talks about it afterwards, he goes, if you weren't an actor, what would you be?
As you see,
Filming a movie.
you saw that he was no nonsense when it came to the banana.
The story that we're doing, we pulled
They're supposed to
crime
be remaking
gangster
that. Stallone was
genre,
going to do it,
and
but
I was actually hoping not to get comedy. You know, everybody wants comedy. You can turn anything into a comedy. But
Oh yeah, I have
comedy's kind of hard at the same time. But nobody really does it intense, you know, a solid, you know, just drama, you know, very well anymore. You don't see it, you know, and that's what I was aiming for. So when we got crime gangster, it was perfect. It was perfect. It laid it out. I could give it, you know, a darker setting, all that. When we did a scene with banana was the prop, and
I'm like, I have a coffee and two of those lemons.
it's how to write it in and make it a really nice effect. You know, get a really good use of that prop, because well, that's one of the awards. You can get an award for best use of prop. You know, I want an award for everything. Like I want all the awards. I want them.
Yeah,
you know,
we want
so,
to win.
So we want to win, and so it's we try to have everything has to have a good purpose, and it has to be used in a way that people might not expect. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do really well at displaying that.
Yeah, it's gonna do real well. We're gonna win a lot of awards. We got the psycho killer over here. He is the efficiency expert. No. 35.
Hey, if you want to do that, why not?
Can I hear you do that?
Because like
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I like that actually.
I'd be like,
35%.
35%.
As I told you, gentlemen, if you plan on peddling your product at my joints and running your guns on my block, I want 70%.
What? No. 35%.
70%.
She's making a fool out of us. 50%.
Deal.
She had a question at the end of the table. Why did she cave to 50 so fast? Which my initial thing was when they go 40, they're accepting 5% too quick. They should stand up once more. 70, 50, 70, 50! And then start to come down, because 70, 40, 35, 32, deal. I mean, it's like they're caving into it. I mean, they're trying to be muscling in. I think he should have reinforced his number twice and not to cave so quick.
Stay 30. She stays 70. So I'm gonna have a lot of 70s from her, but that'll be good because I can pick and choose which ones I want. You know what I mean? Like if I get a better reaction out of her, or if I get one I don't like, I can trim it out and use a different one. Okay.
Okay, as you see, we just wrapped the scene I'm in the 48-hour film project. So, how do you think the scenes went?
Oh, how did the scenes go? They were amazing. They were great. I'll tell you one thing. The way I wrote them was one vision, but you guys made them look way better than how I wrote them. Like when I wrote my paper, like I had an idea, but watching you guys portray them surpassed what I had imagined as a writer. So it's all in the delivery of the actors, and I think the actors are doing a great job.
So you were more than thrilled with how your words come to life.
Oh yes, beyond it. It's a new experience. Now, it's really something unique to see that. Because anybody can write something, but to see it come to life is amazing. Just like Joseph being the director, it's his vision. It's my idea, his vision together. And then we have a great cast, great actors. We just got done filming a scene right now. A meeting of the mafia minds. Powerful scene. One of the actors even brought a foreign accent to the portrayal. Amazing actor. I'd like to work with him again if I can in the future. So, but yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
As I said, gentlemen, if you intend on peddling your product in my joints and running your guns on my block, I want 70%.
What? No. 35%.
70%.
40.
70%.
35.
45%.
70%.
35%.
You trying to pull a fast one on us?
It's just business, gentlemen.
50%.
Deal.
Can you tell me what just happened?
She's making us look like fools.
Hey, 50% sounds good. Hey, what's going on, people? I'm Crazy D. This is my wife, Tracy Dion. And this one we like to call movies, music, culture, and whatever else comes to our minds. Where do we start today? Let's get on the road first. We just came back from doing a little shopping. Or doing a little returning. My mom, as a pastime, would shop and find things. Then anything that didn't work, she would return. It was a feel-good thing to be able to return. So we returned some things that I didn't need to use for the live streaming that we're doing. You see, we're doing it wide angle and not vertical, and we got some different announcements coming up, but this piece is brought to you by LordlandFilms.com. That's LordlandFilms.com. Nothing But the Facts podcast. Shout out to my brothers. We do that podcast, it usually shows every Sunday. If you didn't see the Michael Baisden birthday bash that we shot, we live streamed. Go watch it. It's right now. It's on YouTube. You type in LordlandFilms.com, Michael Baisden's Happy Birthday Bash, and it'll come up. And also, you can see it on Crazon Dion. That's my page on Facebook. CRAYZONDEEYON. You can see it there also, and then you can see it on the different affiliate pages like It Is Radio and the Franklin G. Verley page. So, you know, so that's what this is. Who this is sponsored by, LordlandFilms.com. Go check out the website. Okay, listen. Hip hop. Let's start with hip hop. You know, what is hip hop? You know, they say it's graffiti, the spoken word, breaking, and it's one more. I forget what it's called, what it is. But anyway, hip hop today. What is it? What is hip hop today? Listen, I think people have forgotten the element of hip hop which made it so great, which was competition. I've heard people criticize people for being the greatest and the best at it in this era in time, being the greatest and the best at it, and they criticize them for being the greatest and the best at it. But that's what hip hop was. Machismo. I'm the greatest at it. I can pretty much destroy you verbally through my hip hop prowess, or my ability to market and promote myself was really what it was all about. And you know, I've heard criticism that Jay-Z and Beyonce dropped the album the next day after Nas dropped his album, and his Nas's record isn't getting any breathing room. Well, guess what? That's what hip hop is.
Well, Jay-Z and Beyonce's album is excellent. Excellent album. Hip hop,
R&B,
can
even
jazz feel, certain songs.
Even Beyonce is spitting. You know what I mean? Spitting. That's what hip hop is. Hip hop is, I am the greatest at it, and I want to show you that I'm the greatest at it. And anytime a person or people, melanated, are able to own their own company where they can put out records anytime that they want, you know, anytime they want, they can put it out through streaming and people see it, love it, buy it. I mean, that's just excellent. That's just excellent work on the part of people, because hip hop is you're supposed to be an entrepreneur in hip hop. You're supposed to make your way in hip hop. And for people to complain about that and say somehow that was a hater move, that's what hip hop is. It's not about hate. It's about delivering the product that people want and who is better at it at the time.
Well, people
now,
have been waiting for Beyonce Jay-Z albums.
Yeah, they were waiting on it. So, and then let's just say that it was just happenstance that they released the next day. Maybe they had it in the plans to release because they were touring already.
Right.
And people were like, well, where's the product? Y'all singing this, but where's the new stuff? And then it just dropped. But either way, they're showing why they have that hip-hop bona fides. Most definitely. That hip-hop bona fides, they have that most definitely. And so, people who are criticizing and talking, well, criticize and talk and all that.
There's enough room for everybody.
Yeah, it's enough room for everybody. Nas's album, you know, I walk in the morning and I've been listening to this different music, you know, because Kanye has been releasing album after album after album, 7 album gems, you know, starting with him and Kid Cudi, then it's the Pusha T album, then Nas, then Tiana Taylor's album. Now, you know, a lot of people were talking about Tiana Taylor's album, and you know, she had leaked some things on her Instagram page, but I wasn't privy to that. So when I listened to the album, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I like it. I think that that the last cut on there, the EDM cut, is gonna be it's a classic already.
Yeah, her album is nice.
Yeah, it's everything that Kanye put out was just dope. Everything.
And Drake's double album is nice.
Yeah, Drake's double album is nice. You know, he didn't address what people thought that he would address.
Well, in certain songs, he addressed various issues.
Yeah, he addressed issues, but he didn't.
He did it tastefully and tactfully.
Yeah, he didn't go at it though. You know, because you know he gave his word not to, and when you give your word not to do something, then you just have to go about it another way. The first album is just, you know, hardcore bangers, and the second album is for the ladies, you know, a lot of sing-songy stuff. And so you know, this whole month, this whole summer, starting with, you know, all the different releases, the Black Music Month and Juneteenth were just June was just a great month for 2018 as far as music. And then we have films coming out, you know, like we had Superfly come out. Now, if you didn't see Superfly, you need to see that movie. There's
Excellent.
you know, there always is a debate about, you know, how this is affecting the kids. I remember when parents were parents and they would tell their children, go upstairs, because this was the time when the people got together and they
listening to Red Fox albums
or Richard Pryor or
Eddie Murphy.
No, not Eddie Murphy. Yeah, that was a little later. We were a little older then. Yeah, they still had their kids to go up there. Dolomite, definitely the Dolomite 8 tracks. They were telling the kids, go upstairs and go to bed. That's what they were telling them. And then you would try to listen through to see what they were talking about. But most of the time you would go to bed and wake up in the morning and you were innocent to the thing. So this whole thing talking about the entertainment is destroying the children or potential to destroy the children. How about parents being parents and send your kids upstairs? Play something else. Willie D from the Ghetto Boys, when he said about maybe 10, 15 years ago when his daughter was in high school, he said he would listen to rap music, but when she came from out of her private school that, you know, his rapping helped her go to, he would change the music to some jazz or something. And when she got back out the car, he would go back to his hip hop. You know what I mean? He'd go back to his hip hop. So if a hip hop artist knows that, you know, there's a difference and he's living by the code to keep your kids innocent to certain things until they get to a certain age, then how come the rest of the parents can't? Stop blaming entertainment, because entertainment is always going to be entertainment. To me, I love blue comedy. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the Miss Diva digital is coming out in August. So look forward to that coming out at the same time that Black Book TV releases. You know, and LordlandFilms.com is a content provider, one of the content providers for Black Book TV, and also, you know, producing comedy films and all that, you know, stand-up films. So stay tuned for that. But one of my favorite comics, and I love all his films, even the Disco Godfather, was Rudy Ray Moore, Dolomite. Loved it. Dolomite, the first film, and then the Human Tornado, second film. All of his films were good. And then the documentary that Xenon had put together to put out to represent him. We had all that in my store at the time on VHS. And then later when DVDs came out, I had it on DVD for people to get. But Dolomite, if you have never seen Dolomite, the film, you need to see it because it is truly a classic. And you know how classic it is? For all those people who are sticking the muds, do you know how classic Dolomite really is? Do you know that Eddie Murphy just signed on to Netflix to do a biopic on Dolomite, on Rudy Ray Moore, excuse me. He's doing a biopic on Rudy Ray Moore. And guess who's playing Rudy Ray Moore? Eddie Murphy. That's right. Eddie Murphy is playing Rudy Ray Moore. And you know, it's funny, Eddie Murphy is headed towards his 60s. And he's playing a man that was in his 40s, fully accomplished, his routines are all the way down. He was in his 40s, late 40s, 47 exactly when Dolomite, the first Dolomite movie came out. So he was already seasoned in the game. So you can see how good health and exercise makes a person this nearly 60, be able to play somebody that was in their late 40s, 47 to be exact. So, and Dolomite had been on the circuit, you know, doing stand-up, dancing, all of that before he got his break. And like when you look at those people who were on the Chitlin circuit back in the day, they were on their stick as far as they were concerned, and they stayed young because they were out there on the road and they were doing their things, and they didn't let the road beat them. And by the time they got there, they got seasoned, and they crossed into many different generations, from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, into the 80s, and then later in the 90s, you know, as Dolomite got older. But, you know, so when I look at that, Eddie Murphy is an icon. And everyone knew that Rudy Ray Moore was the Whip. He recorded comedy albums and took them around the country, selling them wherever he would do stand-up. This is vinyl now, and he was selling these party records, right? Then he went around barn burning, as they call it, taking his film around to different cinemas, getting it shown, having people wrapping around the theater just to see Dolomite, the Human Tornado. You know what I mean? He had people wrapping around the movie theater to see it. So what happens is people don't really know the history of people, and they don't do the research, and they don't know, so they don't even know what it takes to actually get something done.
You were fortunate enough to meet Dolomite.
Yeah, actually, that's right. I was selling tickets for a concert that he was having in Cleveland at the time, and he actually came in and he told me that I had a nice store, and we talked about things that my mom would talk about. You know, she would tell me things, so I was able to hold conversation with him about places and people that were back in the day in Cleveland, because he cut his bones in Cleveland. He was from Akron, kind of like LeBron James, huh? How about that? And but yeah, you know, being able to talk to the man, and this was before I started telling my story, so my camera game wasn't up. But if my camera game was up, I would have had one of the first original interviews that we had done with a comic with Rudy Ray Moore. But you know, I just asked some questions and soaked up the game. That's what it is, the game. Most people don't have game today. You have to be seasoned in what you do, and you never give up, because your break might not come until you're in your 40s, late 40s, 50s. Some people get it early, some people get it later, but by the time you get there, you got your stick, you got the stick, you got the routine, you got it down to a science, and that's what it's really about, you know. So they're doing that. So all the people that stick in the muds, you can't, you know, but you can do anything that you want, but quit blaming entertainment, music, and all that. Quit blaming it. But you know what's funny to me? Go ahead. What was you about to say?
I was gonna say, speaking of LeBron, what do you think about him going to the Lakers?
I love it. You know, I'm a LeBron. I'm not a fan, but I'm a LeBron supporter. You understand that? All the time when his people used to come and shop at my store, and when the Browns players used to come and shop at my store, you know what I'm saying? I'm a supporter of the individuals, not so much the teams, because I understand what's going on with the ownership, because they are owners, and it is like a type of slavery. And this man right here is breaking the slavery by signing contracts for so long, and then being able to make his own decisions and make the right decisions for his life as well as his family. So when he left the first time, I was like, go get that. He showed him that he could win, and this is what you need to do. My thing is, you have to look at the ownership. You have to look at the owner. You have to look at it. It wouldn't be anything. If I had a marquee player like that, right, it wouldn't matter about luxury tax, none of that. The salary cap, I would pay the fine and make sure that the dude had the people around him. It's a strange thing in Cleveland, Ohio, It's the mentality of the whites in Cleveland. It's just the way it is. They have we gonna work this Negro like a workhorse. The man is talented. He don't have to be worked like a workhorse.
Well, LeBron kept his word. He brought Cleveland a championship.
He brought him a championship.
So I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Oh
play
yeah,
for the Lakers.
oh absolutely, I am too. 3 rings. I mean, he could have had 3 rings there if that's another thing. People, the fandom in Cleveland, Ohio is very funny. I think we have to research. Come from me, from a Clevelander, and I have a thing of I support the individual and not necessarily the team. We have to look at the sports announcers that announce in the city and how they always talk junk about the different players and why they're not doing this and why they're not doing that, and why every year the Cleveland Browns, every single year we got to have that, we got to have the fumble, the drive. But anyway, we have to look at where the sports announcers are coming from. If they're not born, reared, raised in Cleveland, we shouldn't pick up their mentality of talking negatively against our sports people, such as LeBron James. People, it's weird. LeBron James, they said, well, he chased. Oh, there we go. We're back. Listen, my opinion, just my opinion on Kyrie. We already talked about the sports people and the fandom. Kyrie did get us a championship, didn't he? No, he didn't. It took LeBron James coming back and getting the championship. And then Kyrie got injured. He's injured now. So I mean, it's really weird that we would take the side of someone who hasn't won championships against a homegrown Northeast Ohio man who came here and kept his word about winning and bringing home a championship. So it's just weird to me that we would do that as fans and not wish him the best and let him go off to the Lakers and watch Magic build the new Showtime team around him and watch him win a championship. If you don't believe that LeBron James is going to win at least 3 more, I'm saying 4, but at least 3 more, if you are sadly mistaken, and they're not coming in to pay him $153.3 million to just have them just be mediocre. You're out of here. They already got shooters. That's what he needs. He needs a young team around him that's not afraid to shoot the basketball. So that's what it is, truthfully, really. So this is it for this first test run of movies, music, culture, and anything else that comes to our mind at the time. I'm Crazy Did. This is my wife Tracy. We'll be back next time. Anything you want to say?
No, it's a great show.
All right, so we'll talk to you. We're finishing up. Remember, LordlandFilms.com, LordlandFilms.com, and get ready for Nothing But the Facts, the next installment of Nothing But the Facts podcast coming up soon. We don't know where we're going to be because it's summertime, it's hot outside, and we're going around different places. So you'll never know where we'll be next. Live streaming right here on Facebook and YouTube and all the others. And get ready for, many films coming from LordlandFilms.com this year. And if you haven't seen The Preacher's Life, the first 3 installments, go see those right there. And you can see us on Cox Cable through the app, through Contours. You go to apps and then you type in YouTube, and then you type in Lordland Films, and there's all the films, and you can watch them. Your hearts that get the popcorn together and get that influence, you know what I mean? Because we're influencing the next generations, not just the next generation, but the next generations with our films. So stay tuned for that. We will be back again with another installment of this. And, you know, that's it. So, we're out. Bye.
Go Lakers.